Okay, are you tired of manually adjusting or editing audio tracks? See how you can set up this instant podcast preset? Or are you struggling with awkward silences in your videos? Well, how about a one-click removal as demonstrated here? Most people use Fairlight only use about 10% of what it can actually do. Are you one of these creators? If so, see how this can be done and other time-saving ideas in this video attached. So let's get going. Did you know you have the ability to insert a Fairlight preset into your timeline? And this is how you would do it. And you can use this Fairlight preset. Very simple. I'll show you how to create it in just a second. All you got to do is simply rename the actual audio clips to whatever it is that you want, and you can create more by adding a track, make it stereo, single click it, and you can change it to whatever track you want it to be. So in our case, we did FXX, which is effects. If you right click, you can move this track up so it will actually go up, or you can just move it down. Now, once you have all of the tracks that you want in your audio and they are named, you go back over to the Fairlight page, and in the Fairlight page, you will see that you have already transferred all of those tracks over. What we're going to do now is go up to the Fairlight page and click on Presets Library. And what we're going to do there is we're going to filter this by Fairlight configuration presets. That will stick it on the new timelines. We can go save new, which is what we already have created, and we give it a name. In our case, we're just going to call it podcast and click OK. And then we can close that out. And once we go back over to the timeline, now when we go to the timelines to create a new timeline, we now have this Fairlight preset selection. So from there, if you have multiple, you will see them in this list, and then you just click on create. That will then bring over all of your podcast audio tracks with the names, and in there you will have the ability to have audio on each and every track that you have. You can have all the functionality of it just being a regular track as well as in the Fairlight page. That is a real quick and simple way if you're going to use a configuration over and over again, just to go in, create it, and save it. That way it can save you some time just creating new configurations every time. So now say you have an audio and video that you do not want to cut or change the length of the video itself, and yet you want to keep it in time. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make a pause in here, and you can do this both in the edit page and the Fairlight page. I will show you how to do it in the edit page first. So right here we have this breathing sound or a click sound. You will see how these. And what we need to do is we need to cut it out. So we're going to hold down the Alt key and the mouse at a double arrow. And we're going to click once to make a red dot. With the Alt key still held, click again to make another dot, and then put a dot in the center. What we're going to do is take and drag that dot down to the lowest level, and that will put a pause in between the video. That doesn't affect the video itself or the timeline. Now on the Fairlight page, what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to find the section that you want to delete. And this is the part right here, which sounds like breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and do the exact same thing. Hold down the Alt key and it's going to turn into a little plus. You're going to make a click there. You can make a click anywhere you want and still keep the pause. And we're going to make a second click and another one. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us the ability to make a trapezoid. Bring that all the way down to where you want the pause to be and not interfere with any of the other portions. So now when you play it back, you don't have any sound in there. Like I said, it can be done on the edit page as well as on the Fairlight page. That will keep the timeline itself intact, and you will not have any issues with the audio matching up to the video. And you do have pauses in there where you need them. This is how we're going to automate our audio. In the Fairlight page, we're going to go over to our automate controls. We're going to now highlight the controls themselves. We're going to adjust the volume up and down. So we're going to go with the fader. In our audio 1, which is where we want to actually control the volume, we're going to set automation. And you can see that this turns red. Now when we go to start playing this, it's going to follow wherever we do with the volume. It'll go up, it'll go down. It all depends on how you want to adjust it. So you can adjust it however you want and just stop it. That will now play back. And you will see that the levels will change and the slider will automatically follow it. If you want to see this, you can click on none and you can select the fader level. You can see that this is the level of the fader. If you want to get rid of it, you can right click and clear track automation. That will put it back to its normal default state. That is how you automate in the Fairlight page. Here's a nice feature in the latest version of DaVinci Resolve. If you have silences or spaces in your clips, you can delete those very quickly. What you need to do is you need to be in the edit page. It does help on the Fairlight page when you go to combine and balance out your LUFS. You highlight the clip, you go up to the clip itself, and the tools menu, go to audio operations and ripple delete silence. The threshold is the dB level of which it will consider it being a space or silence. The head is where it goes in to the next clip of audio, and the post tail is the end of the previous audio. And the minimum frames to strip will be however many frames are between the two. And once you push the crossfade, when you cut these clips out, they will automatically put in an audio crossfade if you want that. Once you have these set and you can see that you're not clipping the actual verbiage or words, music, whatever in the clip, you hit remove. And now you see that all of the clips have no spaces or idle parts between them. So that's a pretty quick way to get rid of the spaces in DaVinci. I do hope you got some use out of this video, and I hope you liked it. If you do, hit the like button and subscribe because we have a lot more coming, and have a good day.